Okay, let me reshare it then. Let me reshare my screen. Can you see the?
Yes, yes.
Oh, so okay, you saw this step. Wait, have you seen this slide? Have you seen?
What is concept ideation?
Okay, okay. So you're looking at the concept ideation at this point of time or before?
Yeah,
So
before. No, now we are seeing this, but I'm
yeah.
not sure if we missed any slide. Could you
Okay,
go back?
so I had explained about the contents of slides. Was that visible that time?
Could you show that?
I'm showing it right now.
We can see what is concept ideation, creating.
Oh, is it? So it seems there is a problem, maybe a lag or something.
Yeah.
Oh, is it so? Then how do I share? I need to share my entire screen then. So let me try doing that. Stop sharing. Let me try to share my entire screen. You're able to see my screen, yeah?
Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
Yeah, so just brief this again. So content of slides is mentioned here. Okay, so I have also shared this slide in the announcement channel such that you can your doubts are clarified, what information should go where, and they're uploaded against the respective questions. Okay, so let's go to the concept ideation, and we are talking about concept ideation means exploring a wide range of possibilities. Okay, so how many ideas you should be generating? So when I said wide range of possibilities, so what is the number of ideas that you should be generating? All right, so we recommend that you to generate at least 30 ideas. Okay, so it may appear, oh my God, 30 ideas, but we will tell you tricks and tools through which you can generate unlimited ideas. Then you will say, sir, 30 is nothing. We can do 300. Okay, so stay tuned for that. Now, the outcome of step 3 is uh, a strong validated concept, because you are generating a lot of concepts. So you need to shortlist the concept, one concept that is worthwhile to pursue, and that concept has to be shown as in terms of a key sketch, like a doodle, or maybe you can create a 3D model with the clay or paper, or you can use a prototype. So as I understand, there are a wide range of participants. Some of you may be good in certain skills, some of you are not good in certain skills. If you're good in skills of presentation, nothing like it. We don't have to give you some demos and all that, but I'm concerned about those people or individuals uh, who have difficulty in terms of communication. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some examples how students of previous hackathon have addressed their weaknesses, yet they have communicated their ideas so very beautifully. I'm going to show some examples like that. Okay. So step 3, the step 3 is divided in this format. So there are 6 steps, sub-steps. So step 1 is to generate 30 ideas. So we will explain you or show you the traditional way and the more exciting, the AI way of generating ideas. The AI way is my favorite. Right? It's crazy. The prompts are so good. It will generate fantastic ideas. Okay, fine. So then we will give you a framework on which you can evaluate the ideas. So out of the 30 ideas, you would know certain things will not work, certain things might work. So you pick 10 and you run through the evaluation criteria, and you will be able to find the winning top 3. Okay. And then step 3.3 is creating mockups. Mockup sounds like a big word, but it's very simple. So you are just basically using certain tools that are easily available for you, that you are familiar with, to create 3D versions of it. If it is okay, if it is a tangible product, you try to create a 3D version. If it is an intangible product, you create wireframes or workflows or etc. And as I said, I'm going to show you some examples of previous participants where they have used creativity and they have come up with brilliant ways of communicating their ideas. So the point here is how you can communicate your idea efficiently. All right. at this point of time, we are not looking, okay, at is your sketch beautiful? Is it meaningful? Is it attractive? No, we are not looking at any of this because this is concept ideation stage. If you are able to communicate your idea in the way that people can understand, that is enough. All right. So step 3.4 is taking feedback from the key stakeholders. So you have created a concept, an idea, you have a 3D model or a mock-up. So you go to get the feedback, right? So if you don't have the feedback, then you may go ahead with whatever you think is the best. You would not know whether the user likes it or not. Are there any unanticipated problems with the concept or not? So you will be required to taking some feedback from these key stakeholders. And then 3.5, you can refine and create your final idea, depending on your skill level. Okay. So what happens tomorrow, the first half, is that we will be exposing you to certain AI tools where even if you draw a simple doodle, it creates a fantastic rendering of it. So you don't worry about the quality of your rendering and all at this point of time. Use your skills to the best of your ability and you generate and refine your final idea. And 3.6 is documenting your idea. Okay, so documenting of your idea is very simple. Going to the Canva template, duplicating a slide, and adding your images. So how do you add? If you have drawn something or you have made a picture of it, 3D model, you take a picture of it and you upload to Canva and you just quickly edit that and you paste them. And then you upload the thing in Examply. So we have been observing that many students have already started uploading their work. That's very encouraging. So some students may take some time, no problem, take your time. You have whole night to do all these activities and take your time, no problem. But please listen to these briefings because these briefings will give you a lot of information. You can also go back to the YouTube channel and rewatch certain segments of the briefing such that any doubts can be clarified. Okay, fine. Now let us go to the next slide. All right, so how do you document your ideas? There are two ways you can document. Okay, make a list. Open a Google document and list. Create a list. My idea number 1 is so and so, idea number 2 is so and so, idea number 3 is so and so, etc., etc. That is one way. The other way is, as you see here, create simple doodles. These are, I'm sure everybody can draw. Anyone who can draw a line, circle, ellipse, etc. can draw something like this, right? Very simple ideas with some kind of an ideation, like, okay, how does this work? How does that work? And etc., etc. Okay, so that is how you draw your, you document your ideas either in a text format or in a sketch format. All right. Now, what kind of ideas you need to be generating? Now, this is very important. You should not limit your ideation to the practical ideas only. Okay, you have to ideate crazy ideas, funny ideas, silly ideas, futuristic ideas, etc., etc. And there are ways, traditional ways and AI methods of doing it. So I'm going to explain you. But the principle is that you should be generating crazy ideas. You may laugh at them. Your team may have a great laugh at the kind of ideas that they're generating. It's part of the process. No problem. Encourage, don't discourage any of the ideas at this point of time. Okay, because we are triggering the process of ideation. Your brain should be free from fear to think wild and come up with crazy ideas. Okay, right. So I'm going to show you some examples of how previous participants have documented their ideas. So this is intangible service. So intangible service is basically like an experience, right? So let us see that. Right. Okay. For example, see, this is the initial way of expressing their ideas. So they got some ideas. These are called as wireframes, like quick hand-drawn wireframes. So they are creating an app. So what they did was, so they're just mimicking the shape of a mobile screen, and they're adding little icons and little text to indicate the idea of what they're trying to create. Okay, so one step, second step, third step. So this is the thought process. Okay, and that thought process has been converted into these kind of a little well layouted images or the screens. Okay, so they have used color. Okay, so they have made the icons more prominent. They have given a background color. They have created some characters and etc. etc. Okay, so all these are hand drawn. We don't require any fancy works. Okay, so of course, if there are any designers for the participants, you got to give in your best and you have to wow us with your skill. But the regular participants, you don't have to be really stressed out. With whatever capacity that you have, with whatever ability you have, you can use. In fact, you can, if you're comfortable doing it in a software like say PowerPoint or maybe in Canva itself, that also you can do. It's up to you how you would like to do. But the flow of ideas should be there. Okay. So after this image, and then see how beautifully they have captured the idea. Are you seeing what he is doing? Right. So he has created these various screens, and he has a template that is like a mimics a mobile phone template, right? And he's kind of moving the mobile phone template from one screen to other screen to other screen and explaining what is there in that screen. And in fact, next slide, after some time, you can actually see that he's clicking a button and he's taking the changing the screen to a different position, right? Let us see that. All right. So this is perfect. I mean, as long as you're able to communicate your ideas, your concepts, that is absolutely perfect. Okay, so this is an example of an intangible service. So let me show some other examples. Another intangible service, fast fashion. Let us see what the student has done here. All right, so you see the ideation sketches. See how the student has created some rough drawings, doodles to express. So I think this is a poster design that she was trying to do, an awareness campaign. So these are the various ideas that she has come up with as she was exploring the process, ideation. Okay, and all right, let us move forward. All right. Okay. Now you can see that after the initial sketches, she has refined her sketch to the best of her ability. And she has some nice illustration skills. So she has used that to create. Now, this need not be done on a paper and taken a picture. You can also do it on a graphic software. On a Canva itself, you can compile and do that. Okay. Right. Okay. So let us take some other example. Now, tangible products. Okay, so this group of students, they were trying to create a toothbrush. Oh, so the problem they were trying to solve is that each year, 23 billion toothbrushes in the world dustbins that they're thrown in the dustbins. 23 billion. See, this is the data that we are talking about. How powerful the data is, right? 23 billion is crazy, and so many toothbrushes are just getting dumped and they go into the landfill, right? So that's the problem that they're trying to tackle. So now let us see how they have ideated and what they have done. All right. So this is their concept. See how simple drawings that they have used to draw to express their ideas. So if you're able to draw this much also is absolutely fine. Now, as I said, tomorrow what we are going to do is even a sketch like this, we'll make it appear or render into a beautiful illustration. That will do tomorrow. But today you focus on your pencil sketches, pen drawings, whatever you can to the best of your ability. Okay. All right. Now, this is where they have actually created a mock-up, like a prototype. This is like a prototype, right? Because they have used the tools that are available at home. So this looks like a paintbrush, right? It looks like a paintbrush for me. And then they have used clay, modeling clay, the clay children work with, right? So they have created a kind of simple piece of lump, and you can see the user using the toothbrush, the new toothbrush, right? So this is the way that you can create your mockups. So go creative, okay? Look about what materials are available around your home, and you can use them to create this stuff, right? And let us see, move forward. Yeah, so this is further exploration. So this is, see, they have used clay to basically create customized grips for the handle and also for the head, right? And they also come up with some interlocking mechanism. Okay, so the idea here is that the stem is retained, and the grip and the head can be replaced. So at least they are saving 40% of the wasted plastic, right? So that's a brilliant idea. Okay, so let us take one more example of a tangible product. So these guys were trying to solve about the packaging, the so much of packaging material that is getting wasted. So they want to find a solution for that. And you see the ideation sketches, how they have ideated, all right? And then these are refined concepts. Okay, so how the product works, the features of the product, and etc. And then, and they also created a kind of a mock-up or a prototype. So you can see how they have actually got an inner mesh, and they have used a kind of a material to cover the inner mesh. And then there is a product, and the mesh can be wrapped around the product. And so that way they are safeguarding the product. And once the product is removed from the packing can be flat packed and reused for packing something else. So that was their idea, right? Okay, so I think I have shown you enough examples of how you can document your, not document, come up with the concepts, and they need not be really hi-fi. If you have the capacity, please go ahead and do them. If you do not have the capacity, you do to the best of your ability. Okay, so the outcome of step 3 is one strong concept and one sketch, mock-up, or a prototype. All right. Okay. So now let us go to the toolkit. Okay. So I will share this toolkit in the common sheet, but just let me give you an overview what all is there. So there are 6 steps, and for generating 30 ideas, we have a document that has different methods, traditional methods used for coming up with ideas. Okay, so you can read through that. There are good ideation methods for tangible products and intangible services. Okay, so for example, Scamper is a method, brainstorming is a method, mind mapping is a method, role playing is a method, etc., etc. Okay, that is there. And then we have a super duper prompt to generate crazy ideas. So if possible, I'll try to demonstrate that for everyone. Okay, so these are the different methods of creating ideas. And then you can also use Google image search to find existing solutions to just get you moving your thought process. Okay, right. So Sahiti has a question.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead, Sahiti. Yeah.
This is step 3 is for the third slide, right? That we are supposed
Yes,
to.
correct.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, this is the third slide. Okay. Yeah. And for the evaluation of ideas, we have a framework this is an Excel sheet. You can use a framework. So a framework similar to the step 1 where you are shortlisting the problems. Similar kind of a framework is there. And then the examples of tangible products and intangible services I've shown you in the live talk. And when you're asking feedback from the stakeholder about your idea, about your concept, what kind of questions that you should be asking? So the questions, what you should ask the stakeholder can be accessed through this document here, right? And you can create a Google form. So for example, if you want to collect this feedback from a large audience, you can create a Google form. Google form is very simple to create. You can create a Google form, float it among your friend circle, and draw the insights as well. So in the Google form, you can show a sketch of your product and ask few questions. You can either have closed-ended questions or an open-ended questions. So essentially, when you have an open-ended questions, you get more ideas, more thoughts, more insights. Okay. So what is a closed question? It's like an yes or no question or a multiple choice question or a multiple select question. Is a closed-ended kind. An open-ended question is it's like, okay, give a short description about what you think about this idea, etc., etc. Right? And then please sketch out your ideas and try to use the material that is around, that is available in your home, and create a prototype. And of course, the 3.6. So again, our Canva template is given. The Canva template is standard. It doesn't change. It is a standard template. Okay. And then there is a tutorial on how to use Canva template. So all those who are having questions in terms of how to use Canva template, please follow this tutorial such that you understand how to make use of the Canva template and how to upload the slides. So all those who have not yet uploaded, please go through this tutorial to understand how to upload. Okay, fine. So what I'm going to do is let us create the AI prompt. Let us use the AI prompt. All of you, I insist that all of you should be using this AI prompt. This is really fun way of thinking of unthinkable possibilities of ideas. All right. So the prompt goes like this. The problem I'm trying to solve is, give you a problem statement that you already have. One strong insight is, whatever insight you have generated, have that insight. Okay. My primary stakeholder is, you already have the primary stakeholder, right? You enter it here. And one strong user need is, that also in step 2, you already got a strong user need. Now going after that, help me ideate 10. You see the crazy here? You can replace the crazy with wild, with funny, with silly, with unthinkable, with impractical ways of solving this problem. So what happens is, you get very interesting outputs where your imagination is enhanced 100 times, right? So this is where, again, we are using technology as an enabler, not as a driver. We are the driver. Technology is the enabler. So we are using ChatGPT to make us more creative and give more ideas, original ideas that we can think of, right? So you change the crazy to a different word, different times. So you keep asking multiple times and it gives you different answers, right? And next continuation of the prompt is very interesting. If you were, for example, Superman. If you were a Superman, how would you generate silly ideas to solving this problem? Or let us say you are God. How would you solve this problem? Or let us say you are Narendra Modi. How would you solve this problem? Okay. Or you are an Ant-Man. How would you solve this problem? Or you're a Shaktiman. How do you solve this problem? Right. So these are the various prompts we can give in and see the kind of creative output that we get, and that output will trigger different ideas for us. Okay. And we are asking list in a tabular form with the SWOT analysis, SWOT of each of the 10 ideas. Not, you can remove the crazy here. Okay, each of the 10 ideas individually. Now let us test this in ChatGPT and see how efficient it is. So what I'm going to do is copy this text, go to a new page, document, file, new document. So let's modify this, all right? So the problem I'm trying to solve is, let us say, we discussed in the previous section stalking, right? Stalking is a problem. Okay. One strong insight is stalking happens in deserted areas mostly. Okay, so it's a lonely street, a lonely place, or something like that. Okay, my primary stakeholder is, let us say, your primary stakeholder is let's say, Indian woman. And one strong user need. So when somebody is getting stalked, what will be their user need? So I'm just adding here. So you, as per your research, as per your information, of course, you can add this needs and all that. So call for help. Okay, and the user needs a feel for calling for help, right? Now we will retain this. Help me 10 crazy ideas, crazy ways of solving this problem if you were a Superman. So Superman also, let us keep it like that, right? Now what we'll do is, let us copy paste this into ChatGPT. Okay, so I'm not sure. I think you're not seeing my screen. So let me. Okay. Yeah. So in ChatGPT, go here and enter, and let us see what it generates. So we are asking about super crazy ideas. So it has generated 10 ideas. Now let us analyze them. Let us understand. All right. So it's talking about guardian drones. The drones keeping a watch of the deserted areas, right? So the strengths of this idea is that it's a quick response, aerial surveillance. Okay. And the weakness is limited battery life and privacy concerns. Opportunities are rapid development in remote areas, rapid deployment in remote areas, and threats is malfunctioning and misusing. Right. So this is I think it's a pretty good, cool idea. Now let us see the other one. Wearable alarms. Strengths: immediate alert, discrete. Weakness: limited range, false alarms, etc., etc. Right. So they're talking about, the AI is giving us various ideas like virtual guardians, SOS beacons, safe zone pods, AI chatbot support, smart street lights, community watch app, self-defense wearables, AI-powered escort. So once you get this kind of options, now from here you can build on them, or this kind of ideas will trigger more ideas in you, right? So let us say we have got 10 ideas now, right? So let us try to change the prompt a little bit. Now let us talk about 10 crazy ideas. Let us talk about 10 silly ways of solving this problem if you were a let us say, if you're a madman. I don't know what it is. Okay, well, let us just check that. All right. Okay. Effective ethical solutions. Okay. Stalker repellent bubble gum. Wow. Stalker alert parrots. Stalker detector dancing shoes. GPS connector stalker repellent umbrellas. Stalker repellent perfume. Stalker sensing hair accessories. Stalker repellent holographic companion. Stalker repellent whistle app. Stalker repellent glow in dark clothing. Stalker repellent virtual reality glasses. Right. So before beginning of this prompts and etc., I have personally have not thought about these kind of ideas. But by using this, it's giving me fantastic thoughts. I can mix match the ideas and I can create my own idea. And I'm sure that kind of an idea would not exist anyway. Right? Would you all agree with me that this is a powerful tool for ideation? So 20 ideas already generated. Now let us further change this. Okay. Let us say ideate 10 impractical ways. Impractical ways of solving this problem. Let us say if you are a space scientist. I mean, it came to my mind, and I'm just using that for it. Or a rocket scientist, or space scientist. Okay, we are looking for impractical ways. Again, for generating interesting ideas. All right. So let us see what it will share. Oh, satellite guardian drones, orbital emergency beacons, space-based facial recognition, orbital panic buttons, zero gravity safe haven. How does it work? Create floating safe havens in space where individuals can escape to in emergencies, inaccessible to potential stalkers. Right? So it's definitely impractical, but very interesting, isn't it? That can trigger some ideas in your mind. Okay. Celestial alarm symphony, quantum entanglement distress signals, space-based voice activated shields. So as I said, this is a very interesting exercise and it can go unlimited. Okay. So just curious to understand, let us say if you change the profession, we'll give an odd profession. Let us say you're an accountant. There is no relation. What does accountant can do? I don't know. Let us see. Okay. So we are talking about impractical ways from an accountant. All right. Giant personal bubbles, transportation devices, emergency beacons, drone swarms, inflatable safe spaces, etc., etc., etc. All right. So now you are understanding, right? So how to use this tool. So please, definitely, if you have not used ChatGPT so far, use the ChatGPT to enhance your ideation. It's a very interesting exercise, and you will feel lightened by the kind of ideas it is generating and the way that you can build up on these ideas. All right. Okay. So let us go back to our. So use this. I'm going to share this sheet with you, so you can use all of that. Now let us go back to the thing. Concept evaluation framework. So this is a simple framework, as I said before. So you list all your 30 ideas. Okay, and then you evaluate them based on efficiency, ease of use, and feasibility. Efficiency is how efficiently does the problem get solved with this concept. Ease of use is it a easy to use solution? You may have a fantastic solution, but you cannot use it properly, right? And feasibility, is it practical and can be implemented in the near future with the available technology or not? Now, to help you understand about the feasibility or understand the available technology, I will share this video link in the announcement group. Please watch it. It is a new gadget that it was released a couple of days ago. It is called, as I mentioned in the morning as well, it is called as AI pin. So AI pin, it basically they're trying to replace the phone. All right, so they are trying to replace the phone. If possible, let me show the image. Yeah, I can. Yeah. So this is the demo that they actually, these two guys gave the demo of it. So if you go to images, you can actually see. All right, so this is the AI pin. It sits on your shirt or on your dress garment like this, and it is packed with technology. It is packed with technology. It can project images on your palm. It can read what your say, let us say you're talking to a Japanese person. It will understand that and it will translate in English and it will tell you. And when you respond, it will translate in Japanese and it will communicate to them. Right? So they have packed a lot of technology into this particular little gadget. And you can see the power of technology. So this also shows you what is possible and what is not possible. All right. So I'll share the link in the announcement group. So please do watch it. All right. Yeah, let us go back to the sheet. So once you rate on these factors, so you'll be rating on a scale of 1 to 10. And as you keep rating them, you can see there'll be a clear winner of top 3. So take all this top 3 and you sketch them out. You sketch all these 3 ideas out. If possible, try to build some mock-ups or prototypes with the material that you have. Reach out to your friends, talk to them, take feedback, and then add them into the Canvas slide. All right. So obviously you cannot do all of this before 6 o'clock. You can extend after 6 as well. So you can work till morning as per your convenience and all of that, right? So so that's it. That's the briefing for the step 3. All right. And there were some questions by participants regarding the oh, sorry, I need to make it accessible for all of you guys, right? So I'll just make it accessible. Just give me a minute. Control copy. All right, so all those are pasted now. So in step 3, you can access the toolkit for step 3, use the links, and do the needful. Okay. Yeah. So you're all having certain questions based regarding the slide upload and all that. So if any of you are having any questions, if you can quickly put it in the chat window or in the question space, Google form, let me pick them up and let me answer those. Or if Dion, if you have any questions regarding the slides that you have figured, you can let me know. I'll try to answer them.
All right.